Hello everybody, Merry Christmas. This is the episode that is going to be airing right before Christmas. I'm sorry I did not upload on Wednesday. I'm having a lot of family health issues, things like that. So thank you, send prayers, all that stuff. I am going to be going through what sold the second week of December in my eBay store. Now, I always have to preface that I do cross-list most items to Poshmark. I think I have a little over 1,000 listings on Poshmark, and I still have 1,600 on eBay. So obviously my eBay sales are going to be a lot stronger, but again, my Poshmark store does give me around $300 a week in sales, which is really good because that's just extra money that I am spreading out to different platforms, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to go to Etsy and things like that. But right now we are just on Poshmark, eBay, and then I put a few of my $5 things on Facebook, but that's just random money that just trickles in whenever because Facebook is never consistent. So we're gonna go through what sold on eBay from December 8th through December 14th. We sold 39 items for a total of $1,012.56. Now, this is ideal. I really try to hit that 1,000 mark every single week. Now, does it always happen? No. But right now with, the economic climate the way that it is, I am so glad that still hitting that goal a lot of weeks. So the first thing to sell was this Tory Burch black genuine leather logo tall pull-on riding boots in a women's size 10M. Those sold for $75 and the buyer was $94.50 all in. I just hauled these not too long ago, so really fast turnaround, which is great. I think I paid $30 for those, so I'm probably profiting around $30 after fees. This Marvel superhero graphic messenger bag backpack school crossbody sold for $25, so the buyer was $36.79 all in. This was actually a consignment item, so I am going to get half of that. This Polo Ralph Lauren America USA flag sweater in a youth size 6 sold for $30 plus shipping, so the buyer is $37.99 all in. These are the types of things that I like to find at Once Upon a Child. I think I paid $4.50 for this, and it was a pretty fast turnaround. I think it was only listed for a month, maybe two. So for me to spend less than $5 and make $30 or sell it for $30, then that is great for me. These like older Ralph Lauren styles, Polo Ralph Lauren styles do actually really well. Anything with the polo bear on it or the American flag or anything like that that is older, I would definitely pick up. This vintage Sears pastel pink yellow bear baby bunting snowsuit in a size 24 month. I have had this forever. I got this at the very first Just Between Friends I ever went to source at, and it has been sitting probably for probably a year and a half. So I just took a $9 offer, so the buyer was $16.99 all in, and I was very happy to get that out. I was contemplating pulling it and just using it for my kid and then just donating it because it really was not moving. This Made for Life white fleece hooded full zip active vest in a women's medium sold for $5 plus shipping, so the buyer was $13.38 all in. That is also a consignment item, so I will be taking half of that. Anna Schmidt romance novels, lot of 3, Simple Faith, Safe Haven, and All God's Children, sold for $16 shipped, and I've had these again for probably a year and a half or 2 years. So books really aren't what I am sourcing these days. I just found these at my friend's garage sale and they're at a good price, so I thought I'd take the gamble on that. This Little Live Pets Rolly My Kissing Bulldog interactive plush toy sold for $12 plus shipping, so the buyer was $22.25 all in, and that was bought for a Christmas gift because she messaged me about it. This vintage handmade strawberry decorative throw pillow sold for $23.75, and the buyer was $32.74 all in. I found this at one of the higher end thrift stores that I go to. They tend to mark things up, but this was only marked at $4.99. And I thought strawberries are pretty popular. It's like a figural item. I know I watch Texas Gal Treasures a lot, and she likes to sell like the animal and figural item stuff like themes. It's kind of more what it is. So it's not really about what it is, it's like what the theme is. So maybe this person collects strawberries, I don't know. But that was a really, really great sale for a $5 investment. This Victoria's Secret Body by Victoria white and beige lace unlined bra in a size 36 triple D. Definitely a harder size to find. Sold for $22 plus shipping. So the buyer was $28.59 all in. One thing that kind of triggered me to remember, I just looked at my eBay analytics, and I should probably look at it more than once a year, facepalm, but I just kind of had a death pile and I was just listing and wasn't really worrying about, like, I do thrift quite a bit too, but wasn't really worried about what categories I was picking up. But my top 2 categories on eBay are bras and denim. So number 1 selling categories were bras and denim. So that tells me that I need to be sourcing bras and denim quite a bit. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on for next year. Not a lot of tops. Like, tops were really like number 10. So I'm really going to try to stop sourcing tops for eBay. Maybe when I get back on Whatnot, I will be, you know, auctioning off my tops for a little bit cheaper. But yeah, tops just don't perform as well as denim and bras do, which makes sense. So I encourage you, sorry, there's a gnat. I encourage you to take a look at your eBay analytics. The gnat seems to like me. And see what your top selling categories are before the new year and see what you need to focus on for next year. So with that being said, these Levi's Mile High super skinny jeans in a light wash button fly size 25 sold for $15 plus shipping. So the buyer was $25.91 all in. This American Eagle smocked off the shoulder floral top in a size large sold for $10 plus shipping. So the buyer was $14.99 all in. And another bra sale. So the next thing to sell were these Victoria's Secret front closure nude strapless bra in a size 34D. It sold for $22 plus shipping. So the buyer was $28.74 all in. I love bras. These vintage Santa salt and pepper shakers by Action sold for $10 plus shipping. So the buyer was $17.32 all in. So I'm probably not going to be sourcing a lot of salt and pepper shakers anymore. I thought that they were good. I saw, you know, hard goods sellers picking them up all the time. They're just not for me. So I'm going to not pick those up for, you know, a $10 sale and have to store them for that long and things like that. So anyway, this Auden white lace lightly lined plus size women's bra in a size 42D sold for $5.01. So it had some wear and I've had it for a long time. When that offer came in, I jumped on it. So the buyer paid $10.73 all in. These Carhartt pink canvas insulated bib overalls in a girl size 8 sold for $45 plus shipping. So the buyer was $55 all in. I'm telling you guys, Carhartt is like gold. I love Carhartt. Anything that's Carhartt, I basically price at, you know, market value or just a tiny bit above, and it sells full price every time. You're going to get a lot of lowball offers because this brand is hot right now, but I just kind of ignore them and just wait for that full price sale. Because I haven't really had a Carhartt item listed for more than 2 months without it selling for full price. There are a few that I have taken offers on, but the ones that I take offers on like have a significant amount of wear or damage. So anyway, that is that. This Land's End black fleece full zip jacket in a women's size extra large 18/20 sold for $14 plus shipping. So the buyer was $23.47 all in. This vintage Austin Reed women's blazer 100% wool red classic jacket in a size 16 sold for $26 plus shipping. So the buyer was $37.44 all in. This probably would have sold faster, but I had a lot of questions on it. For some reason, people wanted weird measurements, or I think I forgot to take a photo of the size tag, but when I was listing it, like I had it in front of me, so I knew it was a size 16. But there were people asking for photos of the tag and things like that, and I just never got around to it. So that's why it took so long to sell, but it ended up finally selling. Another Christmas jammy sold for $6 shipped, and it's just a Carter's Christmas sleeper in a size 6 month. Now this was interesting. I got this Biodome DVD. It's a Blu-ray DVD for free from just somebody that I picked up their stuff that they wanted to get rid of from. And it actually was, I'm glad I scanned it because I'm so done with DVDs, but I always end up scanning them anyway because sometimes they are really good. So this Biodome DVD apparently is rare and it's sold for $12 shipped. So like rare for a DVD, whatever, but it sold for more than $5 shipped, so I'm happy with it. And I got it for free, so that was all profit after shipping. This Guitar Hero live wireless guitars, I had 2 of them. I know nothing about Guitar Hero guitars. I used to have Rock Band, and I think I had Guitar Hero too for my PlayStation 2. But I found these at a garage sale. They've been sitting in my death pile forever, and when I went to list them, the battery area was actually kind of corroded. So I posted it on my Instagram, and you guys showed up and reached out to me and told me how to fix the corrosion, because I thought I was just gonna have to donate them. So thank you for that. They sold for $45 plus shipping. So the buyer was $60 even, and the person that bought it is actually from Iowa too, so it really only cost me, I think, under $9 to send those 2. This Lennox Sound digital CD player model CD87 with no headphones sold for $13 shipped. Again, I got this for free just from somebody that wanted me to pick up their stuff, and it was actually, I think, from 2004 or something like that, so it was right on the cusp of being vintage. So that was worth it to list. This Build-A-Bear Workshop floppy tabby cat plush stuffed toy sold for $15 plus shipping, so the buyer was $24.60 all in. That's the second time I've sold that style of Build-A-Bear, and it's sold like for $15 each time, so that was great. This Breezy's unlined wireless lace bras in a women's size extra large, lot of 2, it sold for $12 plus shipping, so the buyer was $18.71 all in. Those were also free to me. This large Evergreen Enterprises applique double house flag welcome garden flowers, great title, sold for $12 plus shipping, so the buyer was $19.56 all in. And I finally listed, I got like a whole entire like lot of 30 garden flags. I think I paid $20 for the whole lot. And I've just gotten started listing all of those, so they are starting to sell. This vintage Enesco 6-inch ceramic figurine girl washing dog sold for $10 plus shipping, so the buyer was $21.60 all in. I do not recommend buying this. I don't know why I picked it up. I don't know why I thought it was valuable. I don't know. I have no idea. It showed up in my death pile room, and so I listed it, and it's been like a year and a half, and it finally just sold, so do not pick that up. This Build-A-Bear Hearts for You Valentine's Love Puppy Dog sold for $18 plus shipping, so the buyer was $28.07 all in. I actually just listed this out of my death pile. I do not know. I thought I was going to be sitting on that for a while. I do not know why a Valentine's Build-A-Bear just sold in December, but I'm not complaining about it. Maybe somebody just likes hearts. These Levi's 511 slim gray jeans in a boy's size 12 regular sold for $22 plus shipping, so the buyer was $28.53 all in. I actually got these for free. Somebody had posted a curb alert on Facebook and said they had boys' clothes on the curb. I went and picked them up, and basically all of them looked like they hadn't been worn, so that's very rare that that happens. A lot of people don't put things on the curb unless they're kind of on their last leg, but I always will drive over there if it's close and take the risk, and that happened to be worth it. These Lease Gray Denim Straight Leg 360 Smoothing Waistband in a size large, new with tags, sold for $25 plus shipping, so the buyer was $35 all in. I got those at Style Encore at their 90% off sale, and I had just listed them. I think they sold the same day. So the Lease pull-on straight legs might be good. This Justin Gypsy women's 5B brown leather square toe cowgirl boots sold for $16 plus shipping, so the buyer was $27.56 all in. These were in rough shape. I don't know why I picked these up. They were in horrible condition. That's why I took that such a low offer. But they still sold in like a week, so I don't know. I did profit still. This DKNY multicolor abstract color block long sleeve turtleneck top in a women's small sold for $10.50 plus shipping. So the buyer was $16.49 all in. This was from my ThredUp 200-pound bulk box, and it was missing the size tag, but it was also new with tags, so I just kind of measured it and guessed that it was a size small, and it sold in like 2 days, so that was awesome. This Just One You Carter's Christmas jammies in a size 6 month sold for $6.50 shipped. Just trying to get those out of here at this point. I'm sick of looking at them. These Ariat leather, probably Western cowboy boots. That's just what the style's called, probably Western. It's kind of weird. But in a toddler size 10, it sold for $15 plus shipping. So the buyer was $25 all in. I got these at the swap meet and they were caked with mud. I should have washed them outside when it was warmer, but I decided to just set them in like my bathtub, just like fill it up just a little bit and then set them in there and kind of swoosh them around. Yeah. It didn't clean it off very well. So I took a lower offer. I'm still making money. I think I spent less than $5 on those at the swap meet, so that's fine. These new at tag Free People distressed colored jeans in mango, women's 25, sold for $10 plus shipping. So the buyer was $19.25 all in. I got these in a ThredUp Rescue DIY denim rescue box, and I probably would not have picked these up otherwise to list, because even though they're new with tags, colored denim just is not in anymore. And you can argue with me that you would wear them. I wear things that aren't really in style anymore, and that's fine, but they're just not the look anymore. So they're not that sought after on the reselling platforms. Okay, so the next thing to sell were these Monsters Inc. Sully and Mike plush set Disney Pixar lot of 2 stuffed animals. One of these was actually Disney Parks and the other one was Kohl's Cares. So I lotted them together and they ended up selling for $25 plus shipping. So the buyer was $35.22 all in. That's crazy. I didn't think I'd get a full price sale on that, but somebody probably was buying it for Christmas, and I got both of them at the bin, so I paid probably less than $5 for both. These Wee Squeak light pink hook and loop baby toddler kids size 9 shoes without the squeaker sold for $9 plus shipping, so the buyer was $15.28 all in. These shoes, actually, I don't know who buys these, but they're Wee Squeak, which is like a shoe that comes with a little squeaker, so every time your kid steps, it squeaks. I don't know who buys those, but they want to go crazy. But they sold. So these Nike Kyrie 4 basketball shoes in blackout, triple black, youth boys 1Y sold for $15 plus shipping. So the buyer was $24.15 all in. I honestly hate selling Nikes. I hate selling tennis shoes. I know nothing about it. I always get low balls. I just hate it. So I'm glad to see those leave, and I will not be sourcing Nike basketball shoes or anything like that in the future. I hate them. This Jessica Simpson cowl neck oversized beige plush sweater in a women's size small sold for $18 plus shipping. So the buyer was $27.19 all in. Very, very happy with that. A lot of people probably wouldn't have even picked this up. I got this at a church garage sale, and so it was basically free at this point. It's been sitting in my death pile for a while, and it only sat for a couple months before it sold, but I think it sold at full price. So that was an awesome sale. The next thing to sell was this Fancy Nancy Dance With Me large ballerina plush. It's like it was big. It was like a 30-inch plush. It was a Disney tag. It sold for $10 plus shipping, so the buyer was $21.75 all in. And then the very last thing to sell was this original Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max box. It was the box to my iPhone. And I knew that it was sitting in my junk drawer for a long time, and I knew that they sold. So when I was cleaning my stuff out, I went ahead and listed it, and it sold for $10 shipped. So the buyer was $10.70 all in. So those are my sales for the second week of December. Again, we sold 39 items for a total of $1,012.56. I'm going to go ahead and put under there what the average sale price is. Also, just again, check your eBay analytics. It is in your eBay seller hub. It's going to be, can't remember what it's under. Probably sales reports, something like that. But if you scroll all the way down, it will tell you what your highest revenue per category was, and it'll rank them. So again, mine is bras and mine is jeans. So that is really what I'm going to be focusing on next year. And that will kind of give you a better idea of what you sell the best, because everybody sells something different. So anyway, if you like me, if you like videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I think we're at 855 subscribers. I'm so excited. Trying to hit that 1,000 before the year ends. We will see. Bye.